So a question I get asked quite a lot is, how many designs do I need to launch a lingerie brand? And before we answer that, we have to go back a step and say, do you know who you are designing your lingerie brand for? So you need to know who you're designing for, otherwise you will spend so much time going round in circles thinking you need this, you need that, you like this design. For example, I love pastels and fluorescents. I love brights, I love neutrals, I love the vintage look, I love the really modern, sleek, no bows look. If I hadn't tailored who I was designing to, I would think I need each of them in my collection, so I would end up with like 10 different designs before I even began. The key point to remember, for every design you are designing, you need to put it through its tech pack, put it through its technical drawing, or even if you're making it yourself, you need to be able to fit it, to grade it, to market it all. So you don't need design upon 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 design for you to launch. Don't put all your money in your stock. You need a cash flow to get to your next collection. And with all the other things that you probably haven't thought about, like photographing, doing your website, doing marketing, you don't want to be climbing over your boxes to get to the fridge with, say, 234B bras in all the different colours that you've decided you need to launch with. If you are trying to design everything, you're going to appeal to no one. I do cover this in my lingerie course, How to Design and Refine Your First Lingerie Collection, and I go and show you how to pick like 5 keywords for your brand to echo, so when you are designing, you're not going this way, that way, this way, that way. You can eliminate all the other things and get a really strong, cohesive brand. So going back to how many designs do you need, when I first launched my brand, I launched with 1 underwire pattern, 1 soft bra pattern, and in the end it was 2 brief patterns and a thong. And from that I had this underwire bra pattern in 3 different colours for each collection. So I would do 2 collections a year, and then maybe if I saw some really beautiful fabric, I would do like a mini collection. So with that, that would be like 6 different designs throughout the whole year, but it came from 1 pattern. The reason I didn't keep doing other patterns, so I would have loved to, is, like I've said, everything needs to go through fits, through grading, through designing it all, through sourcing all the fabric, to making sure it all works in all the different sizes. And there's just no way, if it's just you, you're going to be able to execute everything, as well as doing all your marketing, all your social media, everything. You need to go strong to start with to build a following. I knew my customers would buy in one and the fit would be the same in the next, so I would have a repeat customer. I did not want to be left with so much stock, especially at the start, because you're not going to know what works or doesn't work. I tried a tie side brief, and that was probably the least selling of all my collections I did. This was in, I think it was either the 2nd or the 3rd collection, and I never did it again. Had I at the start thought I need this, oh I might need a different colour in that, and gone on and bought loads of stock, I would have been left with so much. Another thing to remember, if you are solving a problem with lingerie design, Sarah Blakely launched with 1 SKU, her Spanx, and she did that over an amount of years. It wasn't until she'd got established that she added more SKUs and more lines into her brand. So if you're solving a problem, just launch with 1 and go strong. If you are launching where you are targeting, say, a broader market, say I did with the small backs big boobs, I wanted more of a cohesive collection to sit together, one that would look great on photos, and then you could see which collection was from what era, and if you were buying from like one collection, you could mix and match with the other, therefore increasing sales. My key point is, don't water down your designs by thinking you've got to add in more designs. You're only ever as strong as your weakest design. Therefore, if you are unsure about a design, get rid of it, whoop, get rid of it, and you can come back to it. There's nothing stopping you bringing it again into your next collection. But just to get going, you're going to receive so much more feedback once you launch your brand, rather than spend the days trying to design, trying to amass all that you want to for your first collection, because your second collection is usually harder than your first, because you're still going with the first, you're starting to run your brand, and you don't simply have as much time before you launched your first collection. If you'd like to know any more about the e-course, then please go check it out on my website, and there is a host of different things to help you, as well as some freebies to get you started on your lingerie design brand.